Afghanistan's most dangerous road.
There's a Taliban in the truck.
Every time I put these pants on, I'm like, how does this work again?
Good morning from the city of Herat here in Afghanistan, and for the next few days I am embarking on quite a road trip that's gonna take me through the roughest terrain, the most dangerous and remote places this country has to offer, places that most tourists do not get to see, but I'm very excited about what we're gonna get to see along the way. Can't wait to see the car that I'm gonna be on. Today we're gonna do like 12 to 13 hours and it's gonna be rough terrain like I said. So look at this beauty, super GL. Nothing screams adventure in Afghanistan like this old Toyota. I like it. Look at that, it even has a snorkel to like drive into rivers or something, even though Afghanistan right now is extremely dry. We're not gonna see any water, but I even get to sit in the front. I'm so lucky. So it's a very long drive. So we have two drivers, so if one gets tired, then the other one jumps in. And then of course we have Reza in the back. Good morning, Reza.
Good morning.
Ready for an adventure?
I was always ready.
You were born ready. So quick stop before leaving town to get some snacks, some water and everything, because where we're going, there's not going to be a lot of that, I feel like. It's funny, the inside of that truck really looks like the inside of our 1994 Land Rover Discovery at home that we brought back from Kenya. Like, yeah, I like it. This is a proper road trip truck. So we are just about 20 minutes outside of the city and already no more pavement. Now we're off-roading and it's gonna be like that for the rest of the day and maybe tomorrow too. So we just arrived in a small village. We're about 3 hours into a road trip, and we're not that far because we're averaging about 20 to 25 kilometers an hour because the roads are, well, they're off-road. After a long road trip, let's go see what the toilet looks like. Even get some water just in case. I mean, I've seen worse. I've definitely smelled worse. It looks much worse than it is, don't worry. I just came in the kitchen where they're gonna prepare breakfast. We get some eggs, tomato sauce. Not sure what they're gonna make, but they're gonna make it, I think. They're a bit shy of the camera. They'll warm up to it. They also have a fire going on the side preparing korma. They have a full goat, so it's full of meat in the back as well. And this is apparently a very popular spot for people to stop from very remote area. They stop here for lunch on their way to Herat. So what's the name of this? Turkmamur. Basically eggs, tomato, fresh bread.
Some oil, salt.
Yeah, spices, you know. Just love eating with my hands.
We tried it.
Very simple, very delicious. Yeah, a little souvenir photo with everyone, that's cool. Okay, back in the adventure mobile. While I stand corrected, even though we are pretty much in the middle of dry season, there is a little bit of a river here. It's the first time I'm seeing water in the like 5 days I've been here, so. We keep driving and sometimes we're just in the middle of nowhere, and then once in a while we hit like one of those little small villages, and it's super impressive because even though the ground looks so dry and empty of nutrients, somehow it is not, because all of these villages, they have beautiful green trees and they're growing all kinds of stuff as well. quick stop roadside because I had to taste like whatever they're growing in these fields. So impressive. Let's try some Mazari melon. That's really good. These villages look like they're from a different planet. Like some of them look like Tatooine of Star Wars, if you know the reference. So all those buildings and houses and shops are made out of mud, a little bit of rocks, and small trees at the top to support the roof. One of the main things that they grow here is actually grapes. So we bought some, which is mind-boggling to me because 6.5 kg, we just paid $2 of that. In Canada, that would be probably $40, $50 maybe. Quick check on the tire to make sure they're not loose after all these bumps. Quick stuff for energy drinks for the drivers and myself, why not? I'm telling you guys, nobody in the world drinks more energy drinks than the Afghani people. No matter where you are, there's energy drinks everywhere. Right now we're in the middle of nowhere. There's tons of energy drinks. All of this is energy drinks. Tashakkur. Is he nice? Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, they are. You know, I go to places like that that are very remote, kind of often, more often than most people from the Western world. And every time it blows my mind to see the people like living in the middle of nowhere, let's face it, between two mountains with very limited resources. But you look around, the kids are smiling, they're playing, people are stopping to welcome you. Everyone seems happy. And yeah, they're just living like the simple life. And then back in the West, sometimes we complain when there's nothing new on Netflix. So take a second, appreciate what you have, because even if you can just watch this video, that means you have either a phone, a TV, you have internet, and a place safe enough to just look at your phone for however long this video is. This area has massive marble mines, so we keep seeing those massive trucks filled with marble heading to Herat. So as we drive, it's getting greener and greener, and it looks like fields of grass, but it's actually rice. And I was like, rice? That's weird, because rice takes a ton of water to grow. But apparently we're approaching a massive dam, so this area here has a lot of water. They're quite far away, but from here you can see one of the marble mine. They're literally just taking it from the mountain. And fun fact about Afghanistan, it is full of marble and iron and rare earth mineral. This country could be extremely, extremely rich if all these resources are extracted properly, I'm telling you. Otherwise, we are about halfway there, but right now it is 12:30, the heat of the day. There's no AC in that thing, so it's getting hot, but we can do it. It's about 40 degrees right now. I'm just looking at that water. It looks so refreshing. Just arrived at a small town called Chishte Sharif. Apparently they have a bazaar, so we're gonna go check that out. False alert, before the bazaar we're gonna do chicken kebab, because why not? They made them to order, they're really good. That's the best part about these restaurant people eat, and then they take a little nap after. Well, that was good. And I love these kinds of restaurants, like everyone just sits on the ground, sits together, talk to each other, like something that we're not used to. And people are just, once again, Afghanis are just so kind with me, offering me food, telling me I'm welcome and everything. Great people. These roads now are definitely not wide enough for two cars, so every time there's somebody else, you gotta pull over. Thankfully, there's not a lot of other trucks, or anyone, to be honest. I'm sad I wasn't allowed to bring the drone because it's hard to demonstrate how crazy this road is without like a view from afar. But we just locked the four-wheel drive. We're going up this crazy like scenic road, and there's basically a cliff going up on the left side, a cliff going down on the right side, and you just have to hope that nobody shows up around the corner driving like a maniac and pushing you off the road, and that the goats are gonna stay on the side of the road as well. So right now we are on the other side of the massive dam, so you can see like there's so much water here. It is like a blue turquoise, like it's really pretty. And basically the dam, fun fact, it was built by India at no cost to Afghanistan. But in life, nothing is free. So India and Pakistan have been having an iffy relationship for a very long time. So basically India did it to be friend with Afghanistan so they can kind of put pressure both on the Indian and Afghani side, which is on both sides of the Pakistani borders. Okay, now I just have to go back down without killing myself, which would be a big plus. I'm wearing flip-flops. This is not flip-flop terrain. Another stop in a small town along the mountains. It's very small. There's not much here, but we need some more water. We got about three and a half hours left. Can't wait to be there. It's beautiful, don't get me wrong. Like, it is an incredible road trip. One of the most beautiful road I've ever been on. But it's really hot. It's really hot, and my eyes are dry, my lips are dry. I've been eating sand for like 9 hours, but it's gonna be all worth it at the end. Just got some cold water, and listen, I'm not doing my difficult here, but our last few bottles were pretty hot. The small thing, I also put some electrolytes in it because I didn't pee in the last like 9 to 10 hours. That's probably not normal. Some guy gave us that just from a tree from the side of the road. Oh yeah, that's good. Small beer. So we just arrived at our little guest house for the night. I love it. It's like being part of the village. Like, that's the full experience. That's exactly why I came to Afghanistan. This is where we're gonna sleep tonight. Little mattresses on the floor, some blankets. All you need. Those guys better not snore though. Let's see what the toilet situation is. Hole on the floor. Oh, but I can see on the other side of the hole though. As expected. See, it just goes off the hill. Looking at myself, I just realized that I forgot my vest at the bathroom. Oh well. Yeah, we're gonna go check out the river. I mean, this is the same river that we've been following along the entire time that eventually connects to the dam. There is, like, to be honest, like I said when we left this morning, I didn't expect to see water, period. And like, now we follow the river for about 10 hours today. Reza, you said you were gonna catch a fish? I'm looking. Catch a fish. Just wanted to see the kitchen real quick. Very simple, but everything works. What are we eating tonight?
Oh, well, we got two dishes.
Okay.
One is the brass. We call it shorwa.
Yeah.
Shorwa of lamb. And one he's preparing kabuli. An interesting point about these motels or whatever guest house you say is this that. So everything is ready. Just need an hour to cook that. So they don't prepare food.
So made to order.
Yeah.
Best
so
way.
they read that the passengers, the guests, they should come to the hotel or motel, then they will prepare the food for them.
Perfect. Now let's get out of here because it's very hot. So just waiting for dinner. The road trip today took 13 hours on the dot, and I mean, was it painful? A little bit. Was it one of the most beautiful drive I've ever seen? Yes. So I mean, you know, it's totally worth it if you ask me. I just went to the car to get my bags, and the other van that was here, I thought they were gonna sleep here as well in a different room. No, like they're leaving right now. It is 9 p.m. and they're gonna drive overnight. And they're like, the driver is used to it. But like for me, I would never let somebody drive me on these roads at night. Too dangerous. Reza keeps telling me to be careful of the scorpions, and I'm like, I never can tell if he's joking or not. I feel like in this kind of place, it's probably not a joke, and rule number 1 for scorpion is like, don't wear flip-flops. Should go to bed. So I'm gonna try to get some sleep. Am I gonna get a lot? I don't expect that, but you know what? It's not the worst place I've slept. That award goes to Sudan in a tent beside the pyramids in the middle of the desert when it was 49 degrees in the middle of a sandstorm. I've got those in case one of those guys is snoring. And yeah, I'm gonna see you in the morning for the other half of this trip. If you think tomorrow is just a short ride, sadly you're wrong. Good morning. I slept so good. Okay, no, I didn't, but we all knew that. It's fine. Day 2 on the road. Here we go. Beautiful, but crazy.
There's a Taliban in the truck.
We obviously didn't come in the middle of nowhere for absolutely no reason. It was for this, the beautiful minaret. Woo! That's cold. Very cold.
It should be cool. You are so dramatic.
Oh, you should, if you'd be a really nice tour guide, you should build a little bridge for your clients, I think.
What do you mean? Bridge? Okay, let's go back. I should be a bridge for you.
So this here is the famous Minaret of Gems, one of the most beautiful minaret I've ever seen. It is so well preserved. And back in the days, this area here was a massive town. You can still see like remaining of houses and certain building like on the mountain, even at the complete top of the mountain. I cannot imagine bringing like material to build a house up there. Also, Reza told me that there is a rumor that there might be treasures and valuables buried in the mountains and in the grounds around the minaret as well, but nobody is allowed to dig and start looking for them. Even our hitchhiker said that earlier, that if they would find somebody here digging for those, they would go straight to jail. Going up, is that solid? I'm not sure I trust this. I guess I have to. Do you see that? One hand with the camera. I'm so strong. So a minaret like this had basically 2 purposes. This one was built in the 12th century, and it was basically to tell the people that they had arrived to a significant town. But it was also used for the call to prayer. So the hammam would go all the way to the top and yell the call to prayer, basically, where now they have loudspeakers. Look at this. The amount of detail is just incredible. And it's so old, but it's still standing. They were building quality back then. And I'd say one of my favorite things about Afghanistan so far, I did not see another tourist yet. So every time we go to these beautiful sites, it's literally just me and you. For everyone's defense though, for this specific site, I mean, it doesn't get much more remote than this. So maybe not enough people are crazy enough to go check this out. Everywhere I go, the locals always want me to take photos of them. So now I have a full album of Afghanis around Afghanistan.
Be careful, handsome boy.
Yeah. There you go. I got it. I was filming you just in case you fall, so I have a funny video.
Thank you so much. If you want, I can go up and fall down.
No, I feel like I didn't give you a lot of context about the Taliban earlier because I didn't want to film in the car while he was there. But basically, hitchhiking is very popular here, especially in these roads. So as soon as like somebody is walking, they just flag other cars, and normally like pretty quickly somebody's gonna pick them up and help them go wherever they're supposed to go. So that's exactly what happened. That T guy was just walking on the side of the road with his AK, flagged us, we picked him up and brought him here. And then once I arrived here, there was like 4 or 5 other ones And when they saw me, I mean, like they were very nice. They don't seem to have like any kind of like hatred towards Western people. They told me I was very welcome and all. Just asked where I was from. It's just short and sweet conversation. Oh no, our driver is sleeping under a truck. I don't want to wake him up. We'll give him a few minutes. Don't worry, not Taliban this time now. Fortunately, everyone is okay, but when I say that these roads are dangerous, like I'm not joking. This is the group that was actually at the same guest house as this morning. We don't know what happened, but they flipped the van over into the ditch, and they're lucky because in Afghanistan, not many people wear their seatbelts. I'm sure they didn't. So 14 of them, everyone is fine. So now we just gotta probably like get a few of them because we can't fit everyone in, and there's not a lot of help around. Like we're kind of in a very remote spot right now, so we're gonna probably get a few of them, including the driver, drive them to the nearest town so they can get help. Obviously, there's no tow truck around here, so they need like one of those big truck to help them like flip the car back, and hopefully it looks really banged up, but it might still be drivable. You never know. But accident like this in remote areas like this, nightmare. Right now we're at the top of the mountains on this beautiful road, and because we're really high at altitude, the weather feels amazing. There's a nice cold wind, which I haven't seen since I arrived in the country, so I'll take it. This dog out of nowhere just started to chase the car and bark at it. Just doesn't like cars. What is this dog doing here? We're nowhere. So apparently there are nomads in this area, and those are their dogs, and they help like protect them against like wild animals and apparently cars. Quick stop for drinks and a bath apparently. I know I've said that a lot, but every time we turn a corner and we see like a new little town where people live in the middle of nowhere, it blows my mind. It must be very nice, quiet and peaceful.
Gotta back up, can't fit.
So we just made it to Chaghcharan, which is by far the biggest cities we've seen since Herat. I mean, they have paved roads, they have an airport, there's about 150,000 people living here, so this is going to be our spot for the night. And hopefully the spot that our passengers, yes, they're still there, are going to find some help to go retrieve their car. This is going to be our home for tonight. I think it's a hotel. There's no sign, but kind of looks like a hotel inside a little bit. Well. The AC feels pretty good, I have to say. And I think I'm going to do a little nap before going to eat something later. Because, I didn't sleep much last night. So there's that. And driving, like even though I'm not the one driving, it's exhausting. Like with the heat and the dust all the time. Afghanistan, I'm telling you. I did not end up napping, but I did talk to Tracy, which was pretty cool. And now we're gonna head for supper before going to bed because you won't believe what I'm doing tomorrow. 13 hours in a car. Well, very different than when we slept yesterday, to say the least. Every time we go to a restaurant, Reza asks me what I want. I say what I want, and then he's like, oh, okay. Like, it's not the best option. Then I'm like, tell me what's the best option, and then I'll eat that. I'm happy to eat whatever.
Sometimes my favorite is not someone else's favorite.
I know, but you're the local. I want to eat like a local, so I just trust you. So for supper, Reza's recommendation, we've got rosh, which is basically lamb that's cooked at low heat for like 7 to 8 hours, so it looks very tender. It's cooked with pretty much just pepper, no other spices, and it comes with a little white sauce as well, just for extra flavor. Let's see if it's any good. To no surprise, it is very good. Literally nothing I've had so far in Afghanistan was bad. Nothing. On top of the food being very good, when I leave Afghanistan, I'm gonna miss just eating on the floor.
With bare hands too.
With bare hands. Well, that was for sure an eventful day. I mean, I woke up in the middle of the mountains in a small guest house. Then we drove all the way through the mountains, saw that beautiful minaret, gave a lift at a very special hitchhiker, met a few of his friends, which, well, they were all very friendly, I have to say. Like, I'm just reporting what I experienced. And then also saw the worst of what that road can do with that accident. Thankfully, nobody was hurt. So now I'm gonna get a very well-deserved night of rest with AC that's gonna help. Yesterday was so hot. And then tomorrow we're gonna carry on this road trip, 13 hours. And tomorrow, again, there's not gonna be any shower, big bed, AC. So I'm gonna soak this in. So a quick lay of the land, just in case you're interested about the hotels here in Afghanistan. I have a VIP room according to the plaque on my door. The only difference is that I have an indoor bathroom. Otherwise, it's a shared one. So I've got 2 beds, 1 single, 1 double, and a small bathroom. It's a wet bathroom, so like the shower's right there. The only thing I'm not a fan of is like the squatty potty, but hey, on this side of the world, it's very popular. So you gotta do what you gotta do. Good morning. You guys ready for another day on the road? I don't know if I am. 13 hours 2 days ago, 7 hours yesterday, and another 13 hours today. Morning. It's 5:30 a.m. Sun is about to rise, and I never thought I'd say that, but it is chilly outside. Sadly, it's not going to stay like that all day because I would take it no problem. I'm sure it's going to go up to like 35 to 40, but right now, brr. Morning. It's chilly this morning.
Yeah, it's good here.
Whoa.
We are going toward Bamyan, so the area will be more mountainous.
Okay. More
then-
mountainous
yeah.
than the last 2 days.
Somehow, but yeah, because we are going inside the valleys,
Okay.
and near the valley we have river, lots of trees and green areas.
Let's go. Is that Afghani music? Perfect road trip breakfast right there. Let me tell you something, the roads on this side are much better than what we've seen in the last few days. I'm pretty sure I saw the speedometer go up to like 40 kilometers an hour this morning, which is about double our speed of the last 48 hours. So once again, we are back in the mountains, but what we've been seeing here is very different because the mountains of the last few days were very like harsh and rocky, where here it's actually fertile ground. And they use this farming technique called lelma, which is basically to prepare the ground at the end of winter when the ground is still a little bit wet. Then they just plant the seeds and just leave it like that. So it's a very good and low maintenance way to grow different grains. Sometimes we just do little stops along the way in small towns, and it's just mind-boggling when take a second and think about that. This is like traveling back in time. This exists at the same time as Times Square in New York. That sure puts things in perspective.
We call these Asia.
That's really interesting. So like basically they get the wheat, right, the grains, and then they just pass it in this massive machine to create flours, and that's how they make that delicious Afghani bread. These delicious things. Some people just invited us for tea apparently.
سلام.
I don't really know what's going on. I just blindly follow people. So just another little farm in the middle of the mountains. They're growing potatoes here, and apparently the potatoes from this region are really, really good. You can see them grow literally everywhere. Otherwise, I love the Afghani sense of community. Like, it's crazy. We just stop on the side of the road. They're like, do you have tea? They're like, yeah, come in, come in. It's just really cool, and I don't think it has nothing to do with me being a foreigner. It just feels like people just do that here, which is great. Cookies. Pretty good.
David is ready
Yeah.
to go on the potato lane and start farming. Böyle bir barış.
پیش برو کجا بریم
I don't know how
Follow
this
him.
happened.
follow him no be careful okay
So don't kill this, right?
yeah
You want the water to go there.
yeah
Okay.
not like that
Not like that.
yeah
Where do you put the dirt?
better to put the pipe a little aside
Okay. Where do you put the dirt to?
the same place he's not a good farmer
Well, I'm learning. It's my first day. When I left this morning, I didn't know I was going to learn how to become a potato farmer.
okay yeah like this good thank you you did it
Perfect.
take a look
There you go. I can live here now. I'm a potato farmer. I think I can do this.
be careful there is something inside the yogurt drink okay?
What is it?
I don't know
Surprise.
I just saw that yeah
After some hard work on the farm, came back to some yogurt drink. It's very sour. It tastes like a plain yogurt, but much more liquid, if that makes sense.
Welcome to Afghanistan.
Thank you.
That's the fun part of traveling in Afghanistan. Some morning, you drive through the mountains, and some other mornings you become a potato farmer. Welcome to Espial, a small bazaar town. Along our way, we're gonna grab something to eat here. No matter where you go around the world, you'll always find Mickey Mouse somewhere. Yeah, the Afghanis, they love their energy drink, that's for sure. So remember 2 days ago when we stopped in another small town, I was like, oh, we're gonna go check out a bazaar, and then we didn't, we just ate lunch. Well, these towns are kind of the bazaar. Basically, people come here for like shops and trading and stuff, but yeah, the bazaar is basically the entire town. We're just waiting for lunch right now because it's not ready. It's just 11, so we're like a bit early for lunch. But with that being said, if we don't eat here, we're not gonna see another spot to eat for like 5 to 6 hours. Might as well wait.
So fresh off the pressure cooker, we've got some lamb and rice, some sort of like kidney bean soup. And we even get French fries, come on. Very nice. Again, just eating one. Not sure what they're talking about, but they were all very welcoming.
The landscape is just mind-boggling. Like, I just cannot get used to it, and every corner is different. So right now here we're in Chaghcharan district, which is close to Bamyan, and all the farms that you see around are actually just seasonal farms. During the summer they come here to cultivate different things, but during the winter it's actually too cold and there's too much snow. They get between minus like 15, minus 20, so they move on. So everything here are seasonal farms. And the mountains that you see around us are also the original source where the water comes from for the river that we've basically been following for the last 3 days. Just stopped on the side of the road because just wait for the view. Okay, back on the road. I feel like I said that so many times during this video. How are you?
Hello, how are you?
Good to see you again.
Good. How are you?
So we just arrived in Bamyan, in one of those bazaar city, and this is where we switched driver. Our driver from the Kabul video drove all the way here, and this is who's gonna take us the rest of the way. I think we have like 2.5 hours left, something like that. Tashakur.
Bye bye.
Great driver. This guy was great. Like the roads that he drove on, I mean, not everyone can do that.
ما خدا شاهده این راه خیلی سخت است خب و سخت است که
Every once in a while you hit a landscape that looks completely different than everything you've seen before. And I think that this one was the inspiration for Disney's car movies. I mean, come on, look around. It's hard to explain how in the middle of nowhere we are, but just right there on the side of the road, there's the remaining of an old Russian tanks from like the 70s or like when the Russians were here. So yeah, that's still there. Also, we are solid off-roading right now with this Corolla. They're like, no, it's fine, it's fine. And sometimes there's like rocky hills and stuff. And yeah, Toyotas, they're made tough. Reza just told me that the road we're on is not even on Google Map. It's a shortcut,
Yeah,
and we're doing that in a Toyota Corolla.
Yeah, we can do it.
You seem pretty confident that we're gonna make it.
Well,
I'm like,
I should ask you some more questions. That in these 3-4 days, did you saw your Google Map?
no.
Was it working?
Yes, but we were not in a Toyota Corolla. I'm just worried about the car versus the road.
No, we know this road. And I have enough information that Toyota Corolla can go.
What are they gonna?
Okay. We just arrived where we're gonna sleep for the night. The place is like, you know, basic, but has everything. But the view, I mean, look at this. Inside we have one main room that technically sleeps 4, but it's just for me. So I'm gonna take all those mattresses and make a massive bed in the middle or something. Extra blanket, little bathroom, a bit dark, but I guess it works. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, it's $10 a night. Okay, it's $10. I mean, you can't ask for much more. All these flies needs to die before I go to bed, though. That's one. So, road trip on the most dangerous road in Afghanistan. Well, that was something. Don't get me wrong, it was hot, it was rough, they were long days, but it was worth everything. The landscape that you get to see, it's just incredible. Something that when you think about Afghanistan, it's not the thing that comes to mind. And this is why this country is so worth visiting. So this is definitely a route that most tourists don't take, but for me it was really important that when I was coming to Afghanistan to see all kinds of Afghanistan. Yes, Kabul, yes, the big cities, but I wanted to see remote Afghanistan, the farmland, the mountains, and I mean, I got served. I saw it all, I experienced it all, ate the food, talked to the people. It was fantastic. Such a beautiful and interesting experience, landscape aside. Otherwise, I went through probably like 12 to 20 Taliban checkpoint. Every time it was very straightforward. As long as you have the proper paperwork, there's no issues. Every time within a minute or two, you're done, check the passport. Sometimes nothing happens. They just flag you through, so easy. So tomorrow I am exploring Bamyan, finally, one of the most popular things to do here in Afghanistan. I'm very pumped about it. It is a very history and culturally rich area, so very pumped to see that, but that's gonna be in the next one.